Welcome back to podcast. Last week, my friend had a blind date with a foreign lady, and that didn't work out. Let's talk about the reasons. He never dated a foreign girl before, but he's open to date anyone. She has a lot of tattoos, quite stylish. She's gorgeous. It could be a sex appeal to a lot of local Korean men, and they could be attracted to it. I am not personally. I'm more like a torso guy. Okay, so I actually set up the blind date with my friend who is my age, middle-aged Korean man, Korean guy. And he was okay to date non-Korean lady. Also, he speaks pretty good English. So I set him up with a Caucasian lady who is a bit younger. She's like 8 years younger than him. So there's an age gap. But again, my friend is not young. So although there's 8 years of age gap, she's not young either. So she's mature enough so they can date. No age gap problem. He never dated a foreign girl before, but he's open to date anyone. He doesn't have a preference. Nice guy. Makes good money. A bit of a drinker, but good guy overall. Easy guy. The girl, she has a lot of tattoos. Quite stylish. She's gorgeous. Very popular by a lot of Korean men. But she also wants a solid long-term relationship because she had a lot of encounters with Korean men and they always wanted the short term, like one night stand, or they're curious, all that. The girl, again, gorgeous, not stupid. So she doesn't fall for that. And she also learned that living in Korea, not a lot of Korean men are up for long-term relationship. So she asked me, do you have any nice dude? He doesn't have to be super handsome, but he has to be decent with a good job, nice big heart. So he was the perfect dude. He was not a popular type, but really good guy, really good girl. But she was more into him than he was into her. So that didn't work out. After blind dates, a few days later, the blind date dude and I had a dinner with the other friends. We discussed why it didn't work out because honestly, I thought she was out of his league, but he kind of refused her. He didn't call her back and she was disappointed. So I was shocked.
왜 거절했을까요?
Well, because my friend is my age, middle-aged man in his early 40s, which means he has some old values. And the girl has a bit of tattoos, a bit of piercings. He thought he could take it, but he honestly told me that it was a bit too much. Because of the look, he is considering the marriage, and he imagined like if he has a kid with her, and a lot of Korean people, they judge people based on your appearance. Also, in many countries, not only Korea, tattoo is a negative thing. So he kind of worried that just in case like other parents see her at like a kindergarten, elementary school, whatever, and they gossip about this non-Korean mom and she's a lot of tattoos and piercings and all that. She's very stylish. I would say for some Korean men, she could be a bit too much style-wise. So my friend, he thought he could take her. He didn't see the picture of her before the blind date, which I prefer seeing the pictures of my date. So technically it's not blind date, but it is okay to ask for the pictures, but he didn't. He's quite decent. Like he just said, anybody who is willing to meet me, I want to give it a try. And when he met her, I was like, oh, too much, a bit too much. But on a personal level, they thought they were good people. The talk was good, apparently. The dinner was good. But he didn't feel like I should start a relationship with her or get to know her a little bit better. But the tattoo was a bit too much. She's almost covered, both arms, like sleeve. That is a bit too much, yes. Also, she has a tattoo on her neck. For me, tattoo on her neck is a bit too much too. Hands, for me, too much too. She has like one hand, a few tattoos there. Too much.
지난번에 우리 얘기했을 때 타투 얘기 잠깐 했었잖아요. 마리테스에 저는 타투 있는 여자 너무 약간 좀 선망해서 이 대신에 오케이.
Okay.
타투 하나 때문에 정말 그렇게 거절을 한 건가요?
Tattoo alone was also enough to say no from him because a lot of tattoos. Not just one or two, just covered.
I love it.
And the neck tattoo is a bit too much. He was like over it. Like he was, oh, I can't do like neck tattoo. No way. Me also, I don't like it too much. Also, hands looks a little messy. But another thing was that she has a nose piercing, septum here.
Yeah.
So in Korea we say kogori. Over dinner, some of my friends said, "Oh, that septum looks like a cow." Some of my friends, not him, but just it's not for everyone. For me, it's a bit too much for me too. I wouldn't just say no to a person just because of the septum piercing, but I prefer not having it. Just although I have it here, but this, like I don't know, like it. I feel like septum piercing eats the attention. Yeah, it takes all my attention. Like when I speak to someone, I keep staring at the septum. You know, a bit too much.
그럼 일반적으로 한국 남자들이 그 외에도 좀 약간 레드 플래그로 여기는 게 뭐가 있을까요?
I personally don't care about the fashion. She could wear anything she wants, but when someone wears all Louis Vuitton, all Chanel, all Versace, I don't like that. It's very insipid, and I know this girl. She's a friend of my friend. Oh God, she wears Chanel earrings, Chanel necklace, Chanel top with like a big ass patch. Everything Chanel. The ring Chanel. Very insipid, like very boring, and also, it makes me think that like she's a slave of the brand. Like brand is bigger than herself. Very boring, but she's very proud. Some of my friends says like she looks like a loaded Chinese woman from Beijing. She comes from money. She has every right to spend all the money and wear all the Chanel she wants, but doesn't look good. Doesn't look good together, right? So also, it makes me think that maybe for her, wearing something luxurious is one of the most important thing for her. So I don't really get curious about her as a person. I do love people who wear whatever style they wear, and it's too much. Sometimes it's very interesting. I enjoy looking at them, but like a Chanel, all Louis Vuitton, not very interesting.
일반적으로는 되게 노출이 많은 옷을 자주 입으면 진지한 연애 대상으로 여기지 않는 경우가 좀 있는 것 같아요.
맞아. You know, in Korea, it is quite common that a lot of young women enjoy wearing very short skirt, like showing off their nice legs. And a lot of men are attracted to the nice legs. I am not personally. I'm more like a torso guy. But at the same time, if someone is exposing her breast a bit too much, like her boobs are everywhere. I don't like that. As I said in the last video, I said like never tell a woman to cover their breasts. I don't care if they are on fire. But like let's say her Instagram is so full of selfies with her tits hanging out. I wouldn't like that. As David pointed out, it is difficult for me to take her seriously. I mean, naturally, you have a very big boobs and you cannot hide it. It's not a problem. But to someone who was like showing the breast everywhere, and they are flying over everywhere, and then it's up the sky. I don't like that. You wouldn't get so much respect, like carrying yourself like that from men. Also, like a bit of cleavage, I think is very sexy. But again, I would prefer looking at that by myself rather than sharing that with everybody in the restaurant. This is my personal preference, but I don't like short skirts. I'm not a leg guy. But at the same time, Far East Asians, we enjoy wearing short skirts. And that could appeal as a very attractive look for many men in Far East Asian countries, including Korean men. But in Western countries, kind of a red flag. I was told that in Western countries, someone wearing very, very, very short skirts, it could mean that they're in entertainment industry. So it's a bad look. I don't look at it like that because I grew up watching this women with a short skirt. But I prefer healthy look rather than like a very thin legs. But usually we are more accustomed to say that thinner the better. So ladies with the thin legs, sometimes they carry a lot of pride when they walk around with a short skirt. But I mean, someone wearing short skirt is fine. But someone showing too much pride of their short skirt with the skinny legs, I don't like that. You can feel that, right? Someone's like so proud of, look at my leg, look at my leg, look at my leg. I prefer like a muscular, well-developed legs. I like that, but chopsticks, no. No.
But actually, yes, some Korean guys love it. We say 박선미. So,
Yeah.
someone is very attractive.
Yes, yes. It could appeal. I mean, you could appeal if you have very slim body and the legs are kind of thin, and you are okay with the wearing a very short skirt. It could be a big sex appeal to a lot of local Korean men, and they could be attracted to it. Yeah.
Everyone has their preference. as
Yes. It's just that it's not my taste. Yeah.
well. Yeah, true. 그리고 요즘에 그 성형을 좀 과하게 한 여성들 body surgery. Yeah. That's much sometimes.
I'm old-fashioned, so I don't like too much of plastic face. What I don't like these days is they have a filler, the injection here. So when they do the mouth corner lift injection treatment, it's not a surgery, but the corner goes up like that. It could look very sexy, but it's a lot of young girls do that, and they look all the same here. The corner, the lip corner, that gives me creep. Like I get scared a little bit, yeah. But usually girls at our age, not many do that. But it was more like a young girls thing, like a personal preference.
Apart from appearance, what about the personality or behaviors?
For me, smoking and drinking, no. But my friend who had a blind date with a foreign girl, he does both. So he's okay with both. He can date anyone who smokes and drinks. He actually prefers someone who drinks because he's into alcohol. Like he has a hobby, not wine, but he's into like a liquor, cocktails. So he makes cocktails and stuff. So he's a hobby in that. So he would prefer someone who can drink and appreciate his hobby. So he makes the cocktail and the girlfriend can taste it and drink it together. Like for me, it's like completely opposite. Because I had a lot of bad experience with Korean exes who drink. There's no midpoint. They don't drink or they drink until die. So when I dated a drinker, it was always like a extreme level. Always argued and a lot of shady things going on in the drinking places, soju places, hunting and all that kind of stuff. Like, okay, yeah. But for me, because everyone around me knows that I don't date smokers, I don't date drinkers, which is why I don't get a lot of blind date offers anymore. Because a lot of people drink here. There's nothing wrong with the drinking, but it's not for me because I don't drink. One of my friends over the dinner with a blind date dude said he doesn't like when the girlfriend doesn't text him back quick enough. For me, not a problem, but for me, it's different. Like as long as I know where she's at and what she's doing, she doesn't have to text me. But I need to know where she is. Like I know she's safe. She's somewhere safe. Like let's say, boyfriend, today's Saturday. I will not go out. I will stay home all day. She doesn't have to text me all day. I know what she's doing. Like for example, she's at work, 9 to 5, office. I know where she's at, what she's doing. I don't need text. But there are a lot of complaints that I got from foreign people dating Korean men or women. They always text you, like every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes. Even the divorce camp, the TV program I watch, married couple, they have a problem with that too. Yeah, the husband is working, but the wife keeps calling him like crazy. Like 60 times in 1 hour. They have a problem, obviously. They are on TV program, which means they have a problem. But that happens even between, it's not male or female thing, but it goes both ways. Even married couple, they have a problem with being in contact, active contact.
그 친구분은 그런 거 아닐까? 그러니까 연락이 그러니까 평소에 얼마나 자주 되고 이런 거보다는
음.
특정 순간이나 어느 순간 이 여자 나한테 관심이 좀 떨어진 것 같을 때
아,
텀이 좀 느려지고 그러니까 평소엔 괜찮았는데 그
아.
흐름이 좀 바뀌어졌는데 그게 좀 뜸해지고 갑자기 느려지고 약간 이런 거를 좀 레드 플래그를 좀 느꼈을 것 같아요.
If there's a change in relationship, you feel the difference in the dynamic of relationship, and she doesn't text you back as much as she used to. It could be a red flag, yes. Okay, so one of my friends said that he doesn't like when a girl goes, yeah, yeah, yes, yes, sure, yes, yes. Like you can clearly tell that she's not listening to you. So my friend assumes that she doesn't have an interest in me. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about my story. Doesn't listen to me. It's fine. It's a slightly different subject, but I have a friend who married a Japanese wife. So over the dinner, most of my friends are married to Korean ladies, and this one guy, he married a Japanese woman. As some of you know, I have a clingy friend who calls me all the time to complain about his life. His problem is that his wife doesn't listen to him. So he chooses the topics she likes. That's the only topics he has as an option. A lot of married Korean men, they complain that their wives don't listen to them, right? Sometimes the wives disagree with them, or they don't want to say yes. They don't want to know. They don't want to go into detail about his life, his feelings. My friend who married a Japanese wife, I'm not trying to stereotype, but Japanese wives are known to be very submissive. And my friend, his problem is he tells her his problems, work. He has a lot of issues with his work. The wife goes, 참 힘들겠어요. 그래요, 괜찮아요. 당신 잘하고 있어요. 당신 힘내면 이겨낼 수 있을 거예요. My friend complains that she agrees too much, but she listens to him. She does listen to him. Her response is always the same. Like, oh, I feel you. I feel bad for you. I support you. I have a trust in you. You will go through this. Like one of those things like keeps coming up. And my friend with Japanese wife, sometimes he thinks she's not giving a toss or he's confused. Like, what is this? So it's similar to the term yes girl. Sometimes he feels like my wife doesn't care because she's always positive and always her responses are always the same. So sometimes he doubts that. And then my other friends with the Korean wives, it's like, oh, you're complaining about nothing. My wife doesn't even listen to me. So I think it's whichever case it is you have, if it's extreme, then you have a problem.
여자의 말투 이런 거에도 많이 약간 좀 아닌 것 같은데 이렇게 느끼긴 하는 것 같아요. 뭐 어떤 게 있을까요?
I am extra sensitive about how people talk to each other, especially with the Korean, because English is my second language. I'm very sensitive about how my girlfriend speaks to me in Korean, and vice versa. Obviously, I have to be polite to her all the time too, in order to get the respect from my girlfriend. But I see and hear a lot of couples talk to in a bit too comfortable form in Korean. It's difficult to explain in English, but 야, 뭐 했냐? 밥 먹었냐? 어디냐? I don't like that. And also when they curse, like especially when they argue, they curse a bit too much. And also, in my personal opinion, Korean curse words are a lot worse than English ones. A lot, it's nasty. But I've heard and seen so many couples using curse words to each other. Oof, that crosses many lines. I don't like that. Also, when you call your girlfriend, yeah, for me, huge red flag. Like she calls me, yeah, I call her, yeah. That relationship is broken to me. I was on a lift. A young couple came in, so me and my buddy were standing here, and there are many people. It was a big lift, big elevator, and she goes, "Oh, 개 배불러." Pretty girl, young girl, pretty girl. It's like what? And boyfriend doesn't care. He was standing just a normal dude, and the elevator stops at level 3. All of us were going to the ground floor, but somebody stopped the elevator. And then boyfriend was not paying attention. He stepped out. What would you say? Steps out at the wrong floor.
뭐 거기 아니야.
그쵸? 자기야 어디가? It's not on the ground floor. Or please come back. It's wrong floor. She goes, 어디 가냐? I was like that. I was trying to not laugh like this. Like, I was trying to not laugh. Like, oh, this is funny. 그래서 걔 왜 불러? 어디 가냐? And then boyfriend is so used to it. He doesn't even care. He comes back. Doesn't even answer the girlfriend. That is one of the least romantic conversation I ever heard from any couple. Like they are so comfortable. And the girl was, I think the girl is in the wrong. You don't want to speak to your boyfriend like that. So rude. 어디 가냐? Like a gangster. The problem is boyfriend is also so used to it. It's not a problem for them because they are so used to it. For me, I wouldn't have that. If my girlfriend speaks to me like that, I would tell her that please don't talk to me like that. Like in English, you'd be like, hey, dummy, where the fuck you going? Something like that. You can just say, oh, please come back. Wrong floor, please come back. You can say that, no? So anyway, the how you speak to your boyfriend or girlfriend is, I think in my opinion, is important because my love language is verbal. I didn't get to speak to my foreign friend. She saw no red flags in my friend because it was a dinner with the dudes, a bunch of dudes. We didn't get to hear the ladies' side of the red flag. If you could share your red flag for men, David and I, we would be more than happy to read them. Please share and let us know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.